This podcast is brought to you by Bonus Room Productions and We Own This Town.
I am Jason T. Meares, Esquire, and I'm Kelly Hoyle Bolick, and we are Dimas Today.
How's it going, Kelly?
Oh, JT, it is going, my friend. What day is this? What week is this? What month is this? Is this still 2020?
Dude, I forgot to wind my watch. I got no clue. I have no idea what's going on. I'm supposed to be planting a garden this weekend, but evidently in the South, it's going to be below freezing. So I don't know what the heck's going on, man. This is uncertain times for sure.
Well, you know what I know it isn't. It's not August 21st. Face the Music is not out yet.
It is not. We got some really good news this past week. Ed Solomon tweeted that he was going to make a special announcement. He also said that the teaser is coming out in the next couple weeks, which means they've been able to slice something together, which is really, really excellent. But the most amazing news is that there's an opportunity for fans to film themselves and be included in Face the Music. Yeah,
it's an incredible idea, especially during quarantine. And it sounds like you can record yourself to this demo track. You can air guitar it. You can play real instruments. You can do whatever you want. And they're going to go through all these videos and select a lucky winner.
No, I think it's more than a lucky winner. I think this is one of those things where I expect this to be kind of a thing like the end of Bogus Journey, where they show the entire world rocking out to.
Oh, I see.
And so I think there's going to be a lot of folks included in this. The TV show The IT Crowd did something similar.
Okay.
They had a contest where anybody around the world, they wanted people to film reaction shots of people looking at the most disgusting thing they had ever seen on their phone. And for the final episode, it worked out really, really well.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I really want to enter this thing. I've got some ideas, and you can submit as many as you want. Basic rules for people at home to keep in mind: no logos. That's a big no-no. So 0 logos on your clothing. What they want is film of you playing an instrument or playing air guitar or pretending to play a mop, something like that, rocking out to a track that they've released on Twitter, right? So you can actually listen to the music, right?
Right. You actually can go to partyonwithbillandted.com, I think.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. I've been getting there through billandted3.com. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a huge opportunity. If you're a fan of this show, you're obviously a fan of Bill and Ted. Everyone needs to go and try this out. Let's get as many of our listeners in the movie as possible, because how cool would that be?
It'd be amazing.
Oh, and you know what? If people who actually do this and listen want to share their videos after they've been uploaded to our Facebook page, that would be really cool. I would love to see those. And we will upload ours as well. Right, Kelly?
That's right. And tag us in your stories, your Instagram stories. Let's just do this thing.
Yeah, and send us $20. Also, send Kelly and I $20.
My name is Cash, actually. That's my real name. Yeah, so,
right. Does that make me Tango?
I think so. Yeah.
So, got that news out of the way. Let's change lanes and get right to it. What did you think of Fast and Furious?
Fast & Furious, otherwise known as Fast and Furious 4.
Yeah, or Fast 4.
Fast 4, okay.
Yeah. Or Zoso.
It's my favorite. Okay, this movie, so much to discuss here. First of all, the opening scene, mind-blowing. My favorite opening scene of all movies thus far.
Okay.
Brings you right back into it. You have Dominic, you have Letty, you have Han. And
what did you think about that?
It fantastic. I mean, it's everything I wanted. It's everything I was probably expecting after the ending of the last movie. And the fact that I kind of knew about the timeline shift, right?
Right.
So that was great. I will say that little disappointed in just the overall arc of the film. The dialogue was a little lame at parts. Super blue ball on Han, right? Because he's just around for the opening scene. That's fine. I only hope that we're going to have him for later movies, which I'm sure we will. at the same time, where there was some stuff that fell flat for me, I did really love it on the whole. I like the cinematography gave it kind of a grittier feel. I like the fact that the Brian O'Connor character, Paul Walker, he was a little heavier in this movie. You could tell the toll of the first couple of movies. You could feel the weight of that. I was so bummed that Michelle Rodriguez was killed off so quickly.
That's the first thing on my list that I wanted to talk to you about, because not only was she killed off so quickly, she was essentially killed off screen.
Totally.
And she's like in the movie for 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Like not 30 seconds. Like she's part of the initial heist of the gasoline. But after the first 15 minutes, she's gone, except for that. It's not even a flashback. It's Dom trying to figure out what happened, right?
Yeah. I know this movie was, 2009-ish?
Yeah.
And she had a lot going on in her career, and I don't know if that had anything to do with just the lesser role. It hurt because I didn't even realize she was dead until after she was dead.
Right.
I mean, even the phone call where like Mia is telling Dominic, I just didn't even click with me for a minute, and I'm just like, what? How did this even happen?
It's so bizarre because like Dom and Letty are like they seem to have like this very intense, very strong bond, right? Like they get each other. They just fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that Dom would be like, hey, you need to go someplace else. I'll see you later. Peace out. Like, nice knowing you.
Yeah.
And then she does it. I just don't see that happening in real life. And I think that is the weakest element of this movie.
Yeah,
because
agreed.
It's so out of character for those two. And granted, we've only really known this relationship for one movie, and that's the first movie. But just watching that first movie and like their connection, like they've got great chemistry, and shocking chemistry. Vin Diesel, he's a secret success, man. This guy, when he has chemistry with somebody on camera, it's legit, right? You look at him and Paul Walker, you look at him and Michelle Rodriguez, it's crazy.
I feel the heat, you know what I mean?
You do.
But yeah, I think you're totally right there. I think like that family thing was just abandoned in an odd way to set up the whole plot for this thing.
Yeah.
There were still a lot of high points. The racing scenes were incredible. The effects, by far the biggest budget of any movie yet, I think.
Yeah, it has to be. They
did a great job of bringing in great character actor heavyweights in the cast. Really good people. The drug lord Braga, played by John Ortiz, who's like a Michael Mann go-to. He was in the Miami Vice movie, Public Enemies, Black Hat, which I didn't love as much, but still.
You know what? I would suggest you go back to it. But anyway.
Okay. I'll revisit Black Hat.
And here's the thing. Like I was going to bring up Michael Mann when you were talking about the cinematography. This thing is kind of like a washed out version of a Michael Mann movie. Like where Michael Mann, you get a lot of neon and stuff. But I went back and as I watched this again for this podcast, I was like, there's a lot of Michael Mann influence in this. Like
sure.
I was impressed. I mean, like Justin Lin, dude's got chops.
I don't think it would be a mistake to say that Michael Mann was perhaps a major influence on Justin Lin.
No, yes, in all the right ways, because dude is not ripping him off, but you can feel the Michael Mann coursing through the veins of his films in like a great way. So I'm thrilled you picked up on that as well. That's really cool.
I didn't love the plot twist where they thought Braga was this one guy, and then he ended up being Braga. Like that fell a little flat for me. Kind of saw that coming, but and that's only because like John Ortiz plays a drug lord, Jose Hierro, in Miami Vice the movie, which I think is so underrated. I love that movie, and he's so good in that. And the guy has been typecast a little bit since that role, but he's so good at it. And then the other thing that kind of blew my mind was I never know if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. Is it Gadot or Gadot? Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman?
It's Gadot.
Gadot. Okay. She's just incredible. I had no idea she was even a part of these movies.
And she is. And she's fantastic. And she sticks around for a little while too. So like you'll see her again, which is just fantastic. Yeah, she knocks it out of the park with these movies. I don't think I'd ever seen her in anything before I saw her in these movies. And you see it and you're like, yeah, that lady's going to be a star,
Yeah. And if you're going to bring in someone to replace Michelle Rodriguez and have chemistry with Vin Diesel, I mean, she nails it. It's so great.
She really does. She really, really does.
It helped take the sting out of losing Michelle. So,
okay, let me ask you this. What is the guy's name? You might not know off the top of your head, but Brian's boss. He's like,
all right, Brian's boss. So I was all ready for this one, my friend. Brian's boss is played by Jack Conley, and Jack Conley is a phenomenal character actor. He has played like cops and FBI bosses for years in so many films. I love this guy. I was so happy to see him in there. He's in like LA Confidential, Get Shorty, Traffic, just so many movies over the years. He even had a sweet role in Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, that's great. He is a quintessential that guy, right? That guy from that thing. Just seeing him and his role. And I really, really appreciated in this film how they kind of flipped the script a little bit on the FBI. Like in the previous movies, the authorities had always been like shown as kind of like wimps, right? Like they're drinking decaf lattes. They're very frou-frou, they don't get their hands dirty. This LA office of the FBI is the brawlingest, rootinest, tootinest, like most down. We're going to beat each other up. And, like, I'm a man. No, I'm a man. Right. And so like Justin Lin definitely flipped the script on that, which I thought was interesting for the film. And I think that theme will probably carry on a little bit as the movies go on. But that was one of the biggest change too, besides like the abandonment of Letty and the theme of family. I think that was really big.
It's clearly the same FBI office just 15 years after Point Break.
It is. You are right.
And then a side note, Jack Conley, by the way, his debut film was Heaven's Gate. He had a small role in Heaven's Gate.
What?
So there you go.
Okay, I'm a guy who will go to bat for Heaven's Gate forever. I mean, like, I'm all in on the 45-minute prologue of people dancing at Harvard. I mean, I'm here for it.
And then another cast member that stuck out to me was the asshole partner agent.
Yep.
So that was played by Shea Wiggum, and I love this guy, Shea Wiggum. He had a lead role in Boardwalk Empire, but he's also just had supporting roles in a bunch of movies. He was in True Detective season 1, third season of Fargo, and my favorite role of his is in Vice Principals as the boyfriend of Danny McBride's ex-wife. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm impressed because I've seen like maybe 1/3 of the things that you just rattled off, and usually you and I are very simpatico on what we've watched. So I need to find some time in quarantine to actually get caught up on some stuff.
There's a lot of content out there, my friend.
There is.
On the whole, this is definitely not my favorite, but I really love the direction we're going in, and this also just had a top-notch ending that I assume will lead directly into the next film, where I love the fact and how they played, the FBI promises being broken and Dominic getting 25 to life, and then Paul Walker resigning, and they're about to break him out right when the movie ends. That just the beginning and end. That's so strong. Yeah,
they really are. And a few other highlights in the middle that I'd like to get to because I think they're kind of cool. I love the reconnection of Brian and Mia. Like, I think that really worked. Yeah. Like, they Paul Walker, again, he was a hell of an actor. Jordana Brewster also no, like she does well as well. But like they had chemistry, they had real chemistry in the first film, and the way that they reconnected in this one, I thought was really good. I loved, I mean, the Paul Walker and Dom and Vin Diesel stuff, Brian and Toretto, like their reconnection was also great. I loved when they were getting ready to race for the job, right? And then like, they were kind of playing. I love that. I love the fist fight when Vin Diesel finds out that Michelle Rodriguez had been working with Paul Walker, right?
That was
like,
a great twist.
Yeah, it was a great little twist. And then like, it was a wonderful character moment because Vin Diesel's first thing is like, oh, this guy is a total scumbag. He got the love of my life murdered. And then Paul Walker's like, well, she was doing it for you, man. Like she came to me, she was trying to help you. And then he's like, oh, hell. I loved those character beats. Like the things that furthered the character arcs in this movie were so much better than the actual plot of the movie.
Yeah, completely. Going back to that race you were talking about, I love how they flipped the script on the whole, like, the nitro tank making you win thing where Dominic just ends up bumping Brian out of the thing. Right. It was done so well.
Like another thing, going back to, because we're talking about the ending and how great that was. There's that scene with Mia and Brian in the diner. And Mia's like, have you ever considered that maybe you're one of the bad guys pretending to be one of the good guys? Which is the exact opposite of the first movie, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, and then at the end, like after Dom tries to go legit, he does like the classic Hollywood right thing by not killing the guy that killed the love of his life and turning him in and having him go to prison in order to do the right thing, right? Like to be the classic hero. And then that completely blows up in his face, despite all the promises. And Dom tries to go good. And instead of Dom being able to go good, Brian has to go bad. I love it. I love that. That's
a great flip.
So cool.
And I do like that, with the script, all that dialogue that Mia has with him. I like the idea that they make him have to face all that shitty stuff he did in the first movie and pretending to love her and pretending to be this guy that he wasn't. That was refreshing.
Yeah, it really was. Like at this point in the series, right? Because you had a slapdash sequel with Too Fast, Too Furious. Mm-hmm. Then you had the screw it, we don't necessarily need a sequel. We just need a continuation of the franchise because we can make money off of these cars. Tokyo Drift, which thanks to Justin Lin was way better than it deserved to be. This is the first sequel where I think people sat down and they're like, okay, we're going to look at this entire universe and we're going to make something better out of it. We're going to take all the pieces and we're going to start building something. It's like they found this impeccable, precise Japanese engine and dropped it into somebody's father's American car that he found on base and made this incredible machine, right?
Yep.
If you're picking up on what I'm throwing down.
I am. It's and it's funny reading up on all these movies and the cars that are in it and what they do to the cars that are in it and the engines that they put in the cars. It's it's perfect. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So the ending was impeccable. I assume it got you pretty excited for the next one.
Yeah, it does. It even though this is a sequel and not actually a reboot, and in some ways it does feel like a bit of a reboot. It's a re-energization of the franchise, and so I'm really excited about these next few movies, knowing that Justin Lin's at least doing a couple more of these. I think I'm very excited, and then of course not to mention like. Whenever The Rock shows up in this thing, I'm just gonna fist pump all day long. So
don't wear yourself out, brother, because you totally could. Let me drop another name for you. I don't know if this will get you excited or not, but I think it should. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, she shows up at some point. So another name I'll drop for you. Jason Statham.
Oh yeah, that chiseled jaw. I can't wait to see it show up.
And another one. This is a far spoiler. You probably know this one. Charlize Theron.
I've heard of her.
Yeah. You are familiar. You have a passing. She too joins the. But oh man, okay. How much do you want me to spoil with casting? Do you want?
I let's leave a little bit to surprise.
Because I've still got the big bullets left in the chamber for this thing because there are some. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So I'm probably going to end this and just go watch 5 Fast, 5 Furious right now.
Yeah, it feels like I'm going to dig into that tonight as well. Now, I will say, if we could just talk about the soundtrack for this one for a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Sure.
I've been waiting for Pitbull to show up, and boy, did he show up! He's like most of this soundtrack.
Yes. I feel like he won a lawsuit where they were like, "Mother Scratchers, you filmed an entire sequel in Miami, and where was I?" And now we know he's here now in Michael Mann's L.A. Yeah.
It's great, and it looks like Pharrell was just kind of in the background on most of these tracks. There's a Robin Thicke track, a Busta Rhymes, Soulja Boy. It's nice. I like it. It's
really good. It's really good. Yeah, this is not a middle-aged white man who's too happy in his own little bubble, but like the music on this one is probably the best of any of in the series right now. And it starts to get better because you start to, in my opinion, like in the next few movies, you start attracting like talent that is like, yes, I want to be a part of this franchise. And they do some really, really cool tracks that are in my running mix. I mean, like, I love it. I love it.
A little research I did, and I'm not sure, you let me know if you were aware of this, but apparently when the DVD and Blu-ray came out, there was included an original short film called Los Bandoleros.
Directed by Vin Diesel.
Written and directed by Vin Diesel, yes.
Yep.
And it reveals the events leading up to the beginning. Have you seen this?
I have not seen it, no. I have not. There's also another short film in the series, which I have not seen any of these. I need to check and see if I actually have access to that special feature because that would be really cool to watch.
Okay. I'd love it. I need to see this. It was, I'm going to check iTunes to see if it's something that you can still get at all, or you have to actually get the DVD. I don't know.
Right. I've got this on Vudu, and Vudu a lot of times comes with special features. So I wonder if that's one of the special features. So what are you expecting from 5?
I'm hoping Paul Walker and friends successfully break Dom out and they go into business, heisting together, or doing something somewhere. I just want them all to be together and be on screen.
Okay. All right.
And whatever goes down, and that's cool.
And it's cool. Oh man, I'm so excited. And it's also weird because we're at like 4 now. We're almost like after the next one, we're going to be at the halfway point, dude. I mean, we might even be at the halfway point now. So we have 10 films total. And then if we're going to do Better Luck Tomorrow, I guess that's 11.
Yeah.
So
we're going to do it.
We're close to halfway done, man.
Okay. Woo.
I know.
Love it.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, this has been most excellent.
As always, we want to thank the listeners for sticking with us. Again, I got some great feedback. Even heard from someone who told me, hey, I'm never going to watch these movies, but I love listening to you guys talk about them.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. I have to report in bad news, we have lost over 6 followers on Facebook since we started this, but we've gained 4 new ones. So, using Facebook metrics.
So yeah, we've churned out 2. I'm good with that.
Yeah. They're the weaker ones. They can't handle the most excellentness of the Fast and Furious. All right, got to thank Michael Leeds, who is a most excellent producer, and we own this town. And I've got to give a shout out to the graphics he's been producing for us. He's been doing magic for us since we started. but
man.
I'm pretty sure he's never seen a Fast and the Furious film.
He never
But-
will.
And he never will probably. And you know what? I love him, and I want him to follow his bliss. But the graphics he's making for these episodes, it's magic. It's total magic. So thank you, Michael.
The Too Fast, Too Furious graphic he came up with, he threw the boat from Speed 2 in there, and that's just gold, baby, gold.
Just great. You know what? Last episode we didn't thank Scott Bricklin and Scooby Toon's music, so we need to thank Scott and Scooby Toon's music for use of the most excellent theme song, "Walk Away."
And guys, listeners, people, please be excellent to each other, at least 6 feet apart or online.
Yeah, party online, dudes. How's it going, Kelly?
We do that one more time. Did you say Kaylee?
Hey, you're Kelly.
Was that, were you like Cartman? How you going, Kelly? Sorry. All right.
Okay.
Let me clear my throat. All right. And go.